Big Polly's World of Sports Sims presents OOTP 22 Perfect Team featuring the Big Polly's Bombers. Today is June 6, 2021, and let's see if I can pull up my Windows capture here. There we go. Where we are, we're at 9,797 on the Perfect Point Bank, day 207, Iron League 185. I have not been tuned in to what's been going on in Perfect Team, so this will be just as much a surprise to me as it is to you how well I have done or not. And we will move on here. How's everybody doing today? I've been kind of marred by a home improvement project. Actually, it's just a replacement of a part of a toilet, but you don't know when the part's coming, and I didn't know when the last couple of days when the part was coming. Finally got it attached and configured, so we're home free on all of that. But it's always kind of frustrating to me when there's a project to be done and you don't know exactly when in the day you're going to do it. I kind of like to have my day a little well mapped out better than what it was the past couple of days. But that's just my worries. Your worries are your own. And I was 72 and 90, but I still picked up nearly 10,000 points in the bank. Let's see how we're doing here. We were miserable all the way around. We were 13th in runs scored and 11th in runs against. So I'm just going to take my nearly 10,000 points, and I'm just going to try to get value for them. By the way, you could now get silver packs for 2,000, and you could get bronze for 1,000, silver for 2, gold for 3. I want to get the maximum and get 9 and try to get... I'd rather have 54 cards, because you get the same odds with each pack. There's really no advantage of buying one over the other. So let's go ahead and look at our 54 cards. We'll add them. We'll throw away any that doesn't help our collection missions. And as you can see, the game is making noise. And there you go. A couple of historical iron cards. Actually, no, they would be... Yeah, they would be iron. Maybe stone, if you count the sub-50s historically. But a historical card is a historical card. See a couple of Rays in this one. The Rays are playing right now. And the last I saw, they were down 1-0. So there's that pack. 2 down and 7 to go. Thought I would do this via recording because right now, even though my part is installed, I don't know how the part is going to react. So I'm kind of like in a standby situation. Picked up a golden Chris Bassett of the Oakland A's. That is Bassett with an I in the 5th letter and not an E. I'm old enough to remember a tennis player named Carling Bassett, who I think went on and became a nun, if I am not mistaken. And if I am mistaken, forgive me. She was an up-and-coming player in the 80s, early 80s, back when the game was dominated by Chris Evert and Martina Navratilova. Zach Greinke was another gold card I picked up, so we're picking up quality today. And Cliff Bolton, the catcher, Yamir Calandrio, those were the 2 key pickups there. 24 more cards to look at. And there is the latest set. If you're interested in what I installed today, it was a flapper. My flapper was flopping around on my toilet. So, we got another big pickup. Randy Arozarena. And every time he does something good on the Rays, I do the Macarena song, and it's, "Hey, Arozarena." So that's what I look toilet flapper up on Google, and I had never done this before prior to today, so it was kind of interesting to do and nerve wracking at the same time because I don't want to do any more damage to a damaged toilet, but I put it in. It looks like it's operating close to perfectly. So I in my life I really haven't done a lot of home repair. So I consulted Google. It broke down Friday night. I consulted Google. Oh, you need a toilet flapper. I said okay, and it cost $5, for $5 I got my money's worth. So we have all these players. We have 54 more players. Let's see if any of them made the team. I would doubt it. And that will manage the cards. We'll go to the collection missions and see if I have improved my lot. Yeah, I'm up to 94. I need another Luis. And I'm up to 94. Tampa 15. I am up to 80%. I'm up to 80% on Philadelphia 15. So I'm only going to get rid of the players that are not in any collection missions and are on the. Well, it really doesn't matter if they're on reserve or inactive. I could probably sell them each way. But you don't want to sell a player on the active roster. So, okay. Let's start with Jason Smith. He's on a 20. So I'll go 10 and 30 on him. Another thing I had trouble with, I was looking for the water switch on the house, and that was like, I know where it is, and I couldn't find it. But that's my little world. Panic sets in sometimes when panic doesn't need to set in. Okay, so another inactive. Jay Porter going at 17. We'll go 927 on him. So I'll just tape this because I never know if something will happen with what I had installed, and I'm just kind of on standby mode. You put it in, but now you got to keep an eye on it for a few days. 7 and 21 for Turk Lown of the 61 White Sox. Just don't sell any of the active roster players. Isturis is 12, so that would be 6 and 18 on him. Cesar Isturis. Try to get good market value. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more players to sell. Jerry Freeman is at 337, even though he's a 56. Okay. Maybe he has some hidden value. I do not know. 169 on him, and just to make things simple, I'll go 500. But I'm not selling them for 5 at that high a price. Goodness. An iron player going for over 300. I'll take that action. Let's see here. We're down to Tex Irwin. He's selling at 24. But to sell a player getting an average of 330 at 5 would be just out of the question. And we have Mario Diaz. 927. I'm sure some of you watched golf yesterday and saw that fiasco with John Rahm. And I think golf could have handled the golfing PGA could have handled that a little better. Yeah, he had COVID, but he was up 6 shots, and to tell him on live TV that no, you're not going to be able to continue. I thought that was a little tacky. I know some of you were probably thinking it was very tacky, but I didn't like that. We'll go 28 on Larvel Blanks, 84. And if you're watching this June 6th, then that's what happened yesterday. John Rahm got a very bad deal. 284 for a guy who's in bronze. Okay. We'll go 142. And we'll just call it 425. And I'm not selling them, automatically selling them at 25. If we get them back, we get them back. So that's it, folks. That's been another episode of OOTP Perfect Team, the 19th part. So next week we'll be doing part number 20, Lord willing, and if the creek doesn't rise or something else unforeseen happens. This has been Big Paulie coming to you, wishing you well, Godspeed, and God bless. We'll do it all again soon, and bye bye for now, everybody.